Hi there YouTube, Big G back again with another video, and just arrived back from Port Elizabeth with the family, and while they're in Port Elizabeth I came across a little expo called Geeks and Gamers Expo, as you can see here with the poster. Now this was very much a gamers expo around board gaming and so forth, but I thought I'd visit it and have a look and see what sort of retro and vintage gaming there was to be seen. So this is just a quick little tour of Geeks and Gamers, and hopefully it becomes a regular event in Port Elizabeth in the future. Now, you know you're at the right place when there's a car parked outside like this. Consoles wanted. Started getting excited already. The venue was very nice, I must say. A lot of space around, a lot of space for the gamers, and a couple of stalls. Not a hang of a lot of stuff to see, unfortunately, but I think this is the first one that they've had in Port Elizabeth, so definitely a start. And hopefully it grows up to be something bigger and better. I mean, I've always wanted to go see some of the Blackpool events and some of the other big events overseas. Some of the traders had some really nice figurines. You can see a little PlayStation over there, and a couple of retro stuff. Unfortunately, the retro stuff was there was very little to be seen. A Famicom, a Sega Megabit, and a little bit of Xbox stuff, and that was about it when it came to the retro gaming stuff. But still, it's a start. We can't expect these sort of expos to have a huge amount of retro and vintage gaming. A lot of different stalls. This one here had socks. Moving on to a lot of figurine sets. I did pick up a few figurines, which I'll show at the end of the video. But I suppose the main attraction was for the gamers, who were out in strength. The war gamers. I was hoping that they'd actually have a few X-Wing games. You know, but unfortunately they didn't have enough players around. A lovely Predator figurine which has caught my eye, and yeah, just walking around the event, and you know, some of the stall holders, there wasn't a lot of good deals to be had, unfortunately. Some of the stuff was a bit pricey, but that's to be expected. You can't always expect to have tons of bargains at these expos. These guys also have to make it worth their while. Nice to see some of the computer shops also pitching in and assisting and putting up a few displays, and yeah, just great to walk around and see some of the bits and pieces that's there. But I suppose, as I said, the main attraction was the Warhammer gamers, and you can see they're out in strength. Incredible the amount of detail in these models and figurines. Here's old Kewen, who I believe actually came first. Well done, Kewen. A fellow X-Wing gamer from East London, doing his thing on the Warhammer side. I don't like any sort of figurine games where you actually have to paint the figurines. I prefer to play games where they come painted already. Shake those dice, shake those dice. And bang. Far too many rules in that game, unfortunately. And on the table right next door we got Jana, also playing Warhammer with that incredible big scorpion monster thing that's on there, which she painted herself. So much detail in those models. Even a little Scalextric set. I should have tried that. And I saw that they were trying to keep a record lapse to see who could do it in the fastest. And then of course a huge amount of Magic the Gathering players. Very popular game. They also saw a lot of Pokemon card games being played. Magic the Gathering, fun game. But I dabbled in it a little bit when it first came out. Got 1 or 2 packs, but never got hooked on it. Fortunately, it's also an expensive hobby if you keep on buying and buying and buying. Another fellow X-Wing gamer.
How's it going? All right, thanks.
And another fellow East London player, Clint.
I've got water flame, plasma pistol, and that's the rapid fire from the bolt pistol first.
Don't forget double damage. How's it? How's it?
Bolt pistol, rapid fire, not a bolt pistol.
Enjoying his Warhammer.
That's a bolt gun. It's a bolt gun. Yeah, bolt pistol. No, it's a bolt gun. No, it's a bolt pistol. Sorry, bolt gun.
A couple of guys playing first-person shooters in another room. But overall, I really enjoyed walking around, and I certainly hope that they build on this expo going forward and it becomes more and more popular. Overall, I enjoyed the expo, and I certainly hope they hold another one next year and make it bigger and better, and hopefully get a game of X-Wing in as well. So what did I pick up while I was there? I mean, I just couldn't help myself, and I really enjoyed this Predator figurine. So I bought this. It was second hand, so I got it at a very good price. It's in really mint condition, and if you have a look there, the detail is absolutely awesome on it. It's even got the little computer console over here on his arm. You can see underneath there for self-destruct from the movie. So another figurine for the collection. Really chuffed with that. What else did I get? Let's see. I bought a Pokeball. Let's open it up and see. Like, suppose opening up a fortune cookie, and oh, there we are. I got a little Pokemon, and I think this is the one that shoots water, isn't it? Squillo or Squilo or something like that. Little Pokemon, little Pokeball. And what else was there that I purchased? Not at the expo, but close by at one of the shops. I bought a Poe Dameron figurine, one of the pilots I like to fly in X-Wing, and this was 99 Rand, I think it was. They've been marked down, which is good. Nice to see that the Infinity figures are coming down. The figures have got great detail. It's a pity they're a little bit too cartoony. I'm not crazy over them, but when they start dropping them in price, I'll start purchasing them. So overall, guys, I had a great time there at the expo, and well done to Kewen for coming first in the Warhammer. Not sure where Clinton and the other guys came, but I'm sure they had a lot of fun. And I hope you enjoyed that walk around at Geeks and Gamers. So guys, well, cheers from me, and remember, keep it retro.